Beloved, welcome to Sunday's Talk and thank you for joining me. Whether you're new to this space or you've been here before, I believe your presence here is intentional. Thank you for continuing to support this channel, but more importantly, beloved, thank you for continuously investing in you, in your healing, in your growth, in your becoming. Okay, I have something to admit. Over the past few weeks, I've been drawn to the new season of one of my favorite shows, and it's called Shrinking. I mean, I truly enjoy this show. It's centered around three therapists, and as a therapist, I so can relate. On top of the fact that the humor that's blended in with real life issues. Now, during one of the latest episodes, Paul, who is one of the main characters, is played by Harrison Ford, and he is a therapist. And during a scene, he said to the character, or better yet, during a session, he said to the character Sean, "Did I tell you about the field?" And Sean responds sarcastically. I don't remember exactly how Sean responded, but I do know it was a sarcastic response. But Paul goes on to say this, and this is what I do remember, verbatim. Life is a conversation with the universe. The field is an intelligent energy force that knows who you are supposed to be. And it's going to keep demonstrating to you what it is you need to work on most over and over again till you start to do it. Beloved, when I heard those words, it spoke to my spirit so deeply. That message was so profound. I had to replay that scene over and over like 5 times before I could continue to watch the full episode because the message was that deep. And I must admit, that scene inspired today's talk. And today, beloved, I want to speak from this thought. Life is a conversation with God. And I don't want you to just hear that. Beloved, I need you to feel that. I want you to sit with it. Because if life is a conversation with God, then your life is not random. It is not scattered. It is not disconnected. It is intentional. And if it is intentional, then there is meaning within what you are experiencing. All of it. And when you don't fully understand it yet, even when you don't fully understand it yet, because not everything in life is meant to be figured out immediately. Some things are meant to be felt, some things are meant to be observed, and some things are meant to be revealed over time. And the challenge is this. We often rush past the moment, wanting to get to clarity instantaneously, instead of allowing the moment to develop clarity within us over time. Because, beloved, God is always speaking. God never stops speaking. And God not only speaks in stillness, but through your life, through your experiences, through your emotions, through your relationships, through what keeps returning. And God does not only speak in ways that feels obvious and comfortable. Sometimes God speaks in interruption, in what didn't go the way that you expected, and what needed to slow you down, and what needed to redirect your path. Because sometimes, beloved, God speaks in stillness, and sometimes God speaks in disruption. And both requires your awareness. Because if you only recognize God when things feel aligned and comfortable, you may miss what is being revealed when things feel uncertain and off-balanced. And many of us have learned how to move through life without learning how to listen to it. We feel something, we respond to it. We want to make sense of it, but we don't pause long enough to ask, what is being revealed to me right now? Because life is not just happening to you, nor around you. Life is happening for you. Life is revealing something within you. And the way it reveals is through patterns, through what feels familiar, through what keeps showing up in different forms but carries the same internal experience. And when we don't understand that, we begin to think that this is just how life is. But beloved, this is not randomness. This is communication. Life wanting to communicate to you. Because life is interactive. It's responsive, it mirrors, and it reflects. You see, what is happening around you is often bringing your awareness to what is happening within you, not to define you, but to develop you. And then there is an intelligence within life called God. And that is aware of who you are becoming, even when you are still discovering that version of yourself. So life begins to guide you, not always through ease and comfort, but through awareness. And awareness often comes through repetition, not to overwhelm you, but to make something clear. Because what is not acknowledged will return. And I'll say that again. Because what is not acknowledged will return. Not as pressure, but as an invitation. An invitation to see. An invitation to understand. An invitation to align. And I want to share something with you. Because this isn't just something I'm speaking about. This is something I've been personally experiencing myself. You see, recently, I've been paying close attention to the patterns in my own life. Not just what's happening, but what keeps repeating. What feels familiar, even when the situation looks different. And what I began to notice wasn't about other people. It was about me. It was about the moments where I felt something but didn't say it. The moments where I needed to create a boundary but chose to move past it. The moments where I delayed my truth to keep the moment comfortable, peaceful. And in the moment, it felt easier. It felt like I was maintaining peace. It felt like I was showing up with care. But over time, I noticed something shifting within me. My energy would feel different. My presence would feel different. There was a subtle distance between what I felt and how I was showing up. And I realized I wasn't fully present, not because I didn't want to be, but because I wasn't fully honoring what was happening within me in real time. And that awareness stayed with me because it helped me see something deeper, beloved. This wasn't random. Life was revealing to me where my voice was still developing, where my boundaries were asking to be strengthened, where my truth was asking to be expressed in the moment, not later. And what I had to come to understand was this, and it wasn't easy. When you delay your truth, You don't avoid the moment, you extend it. Because what is not expressed does not disappear. It remains within you. And over time, it creates a distance between who you are and how you are showing up. And that distance is what life begins to reveal. Not to overwhelm you, but to bring you back into alignment with yourself. And the more I paid attention, the more I could see it. The same type of moment showing up in different ways. And not to frustrate me, but to bring me into awareness. For me to start to pay attention and to listen. To invite me into alignment. And that's when it became clear. This is what it means when I say life is a conversation. Because nothing in that experience was there to work against me. It was only working to reveal something within me that was ready to grow. And beloved, once you begin to see life this way, you stop resisting every experience. You begin to move differently. More present, more aware, more open to what is being revealed unto you. Not asking, how do I get out of this? But asking, what is here for me to see? Because awareness changes your relationship with your experiences. And when your awareness shifts, your response begins to shift. And when your response shifts, your experience begins to shift. Not because life changed at first, but because you did. Because life responds to who you are being, not just what you are doing. And when who you are being changes, your experiences begin to meet you differently. Not because everything becomes easier, but because you are now engaging with life from a place of awareness. And awareness changes everything. And this brings me to my Sunday offering unto you. Because insight opens your eyes, beloved, but practice transforms your life. So this week, I want you to practice this. The next time something shows up that feels familiar, something that shifts your peace, something that feels like you've been here before, pause. Ask yourself, what is God revealing to me through this moment, through this experience? Then go one step deeper. What within me is this moment asking me to align? Not to fix, not to avoid, not to push away, align. And as you practice this, please be patient with yourself, because awareness is not something you master in a moment. It is something you develop over time with repetition. And every time you pause, every time you reflect, every time you choose alignment, you are strengthening something within you. Something steady, something grounded, something that allows you to move through life with greater clarity. Beloved, life is always speaking. God is always speaking. Not just in the moments you understand, but also in the moments you don't. Not just in what feels clear, but also in what feels uncertain. Because God is present in all of it, guiding you, revealing, aligning. And the more you begin to listen and pay attention, the more you begin to trust that nothing is wasted in your life. Every moment is carrying something for you. Every experience is shaping something within you, and every pattern is an opportunity to become more aligned with who you are meant to be. So as you move through this week, move with awareness. Listen differently. Respond intentionally, because your life is not just unfolding, it is speaking. And when you begin to hear, you begin to understand it. And when you understand it, you begin to align with it. And when you align with it, you begin to live differently. And that is the conversation. Amen and amen. Beloved, I want to thank you for joining me on today. Until next time, I love you to life. Peace be unto you. And please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and drop me a comment. I would love to interact with you. God bless.